Q30 was developed to enter into the premium C segment. We looked at all of the competition and we understood what we want to do to combine Infiniti properties with the premium C segment. Q30 had to have not only the high fit and finish, quality, aesthetics that you come to expect from Infiniti, but it also had to have the engaging dynamics. Q30 will join a line of Infiniti cars which have a huge heritage for driving performance. We took a view of making a homogeneous performance. All of the aspects that control the dynamic feeling of the car, the performance of the car, work together. So the driver feels in command, the car feels responsive, but it's very smooth, very quiet, very comfortable. All of those attributes we set about developing in Q30. So the whole experience of driving the car is as one. To do that, we developed the suspension system so that over any road surface, the driver will feel comfortable and yet totally in control. We have a lot more suspension travel which we can utilize to cope with the very rough terrain that exists in some roads. And yet at the same time, we wanted to reduce the shocks from impacts from potholes or ruts to contribute to a very quiet interior. So the steering system's been developed such that it's a very natural feeling. You can dial the angle exactly, and you can keep that angle throughout the bend without constant corrections, which are tiring, but also give you some uncertainty about the car. We've eliminated all of those for Q30, and it's a very true and pure cornering experience. Leaving the corner, we need the acceleration response instantaneously. If we want to drop down a gear to accelerate, it does that very smoothly and very quickly. We developed not only the premium, Q30 Premium, but also the Q30 Sport. And for the Sport, the direction that we took was, we want this car to feel engaging. We want this car to feel dynamic. But at the same time, people are driving these cars every day, and we don't want the penalty of very uncomfortable ride. And we did that by careful tuning of the damping ratios. The lower velocity of the piston controls the stability of the body. Keeping the drive flat was very important for the sport vehicle. So one of the strengths of Q30 is the refinement, and we developed this to create a very serene environment for the driver. Not only did we apply a lot of isolation treatment to cover the traditional road and engine and other external noise sources. Once we made that very quiet environment, we could then add a little touch of sound to create a very, very pleasing acceleration sound, which provides the driver with the final feeling of, I enjoy driving this car. The seat was engineered to deliver not only comfort, but also excellent holding performance. And it delivers that holding performance through good side bolster support. But at the same time, we developed the shape of the seat back to more emulate the shape of the spine of the driver. So we approached the development of the calibration of the engines in a way that would provide the response the driver needs. So we developed instant response, then progressing for the DCT vehicle through very, very smooth gear change. The driver has a choice of 3 different modes: Eco, Sport or Manual. Eco and Sport have different shift points. The shift point for the Sport allows the driver to stay in the gear longer to give a more dynamic response. Manual mode allows the driver to stay in manual mode, so use of the paddles on the steering wheel allows the driver to totally engage, choose any gear and be more creative about his driving style. We developed the car to cope with the extremes of Europe. Europe offers such challenging conditions, from high-speed country roads to unlimited autobahn to city roads which often are broken up or very uneven, where we need precise control for cornering and extreme comfort. We tested the car not only around Europe, but also in North America and global markets to ensure that the car delivers everything that an Infiniti should do.